If you are like me and trying to lose weight, but then you mess up and you go on a complete binge, it doesn't matter how big the binge is. I was eating probably 5 to 6,000 calories every day for like 3 days straight. Big mistake. Big mistake. But it also doesn't really matter because just start again, bro. Just start again. It definitely had a big impact, not gonna lie. But you know, I also don't have any competition coming up. No real harm has been done. I got it out of my system, and now it just feels kind of easy to be locked in again. Or it could be that I have some glycogen in my body now, and therefore it's easy. Some changes have been made. I have been thinking and wondering of how should I schedule my training, since I have so many different goals. And my conclusion, what I've landed in, is that I should do 3 calisthenics push sessions, 2 calisthenics pull sessions, 1 leg day, and 4 cardio sessions, and some try to stretch like a bit daily. Not much at all, but like legit 5 minutes every day, like either warm up or end of workout or after a run, or you know, anytime, doesn't matter. Because stretching, flexibility, it's not my main goal right now. But I would like it to improve, so I'm having it kind of on the back burner. Main skills, main things are, as usual, it is the one arm handstand. It is to have perfect technique handstand push-ups and 90-degree push-ups. It is front lever pull-ups and having a strong front lever. It is having clean muscle ups. It is to have to gain some strength and power in my legs, and to run faster, be more athletic. You know, I've started to run a lot, and I've really started to enjoy it. I'm hooked on running. I never thought I would say this, but I'm hooked on running. And for some reason, I just did my first 10-kilometer run, and already I've started to normalize running an ultra marathon. Like, that's not so much, even though it really is. And I have no place of even, like, I have no right at all, like, downplaying that achievement in my head, and still I do it. And I'm not sure if it's because of social media or what it is. I draw the correlation between back when I started training, 100 kilo bench press, you know, that was insane. But now, 10 years into lifting, 100 kilo bench press is like, yeah, you know, that's nice, but it's so normal, you know. It feels like everyone does 100 kilo bench, and I have been benching 100 kilo past like 7 years, so it's not a big deal for me anymore. And the same thing is with running and with the ultra marathon, but I don't have those 10 years. I don't have those 10 years to back it up. I haven't been able to run an ultra marathon for the past 8 years, like I have been with lifting, you know. And I think a big part of that is social media, because as soon as I picked up running, and it has just gotten flooded to me more and more, like more running content, more long distance, and I've read a few books about triathlon athletes and long distance athletes, and it's just made it a bit normalized, I guess. And I didn't have that when it came to lifting, because you didn't have TikTok 10 years ago, and you didn't have Instagram Reels 10 years ago. The only thing you had was long form content. You had the Pumping Iron documentary and a few books, but that was about it. So time has changed. Now that I think of it, it could also be the fact that now that I have done such a journey in strength training, first in powerlifting, then in bodybuilding, and now in calisthenics. Nice. That was not the most hardcore session at all. Let's call it like I said earlier, it's more of a light push session, just to like do some activation, practice some handstands. I had some decent one-arm handstands attempt, like actually decent. They are getting better and better. iPhone storage full. Absolute classic. Okay, attempt 3. iPhone camera storage full. Absolute classic. Bro, I need to get an SSD, an external hard drive, just to keep all my storage, because this ain't working. But you know, nice. They're looking kind of they are extremely expensive for no reason, in my opinion. Anyway, those one-arm handstands, like, they are feeling better and better more or less every time. Still, I have no holds. I haven't even held the one-arm handstand for 2 seconds, and still it feels good. And the skill, like, I don't know, am I delusional? But I don't think one-arm handstand is hard. The skill is put on such a pedestal. It is taking time, right? It is. It takes a lot of time to learn, but it isn't that hard. You just kind of spam attempts, try to clean up the technique every time, and then over time you just kind of learn it. I might be delusional. I might never learn it, but hopefully I will. I don't have any doubts in my head if I won't learn it. I'm 100% sure that I will learn it. But you know, I could be wrong. Could be my delusional talking. Just like with the running. I don't know. I'm just in this mood where everything feels possible if you just put your mind to it. And my problem, I have one problem, and that is that I want everything. I want to be strong in pull-ups, in dips, in squats, in the muscle up, the street lifting. I want to be competitive there, but then I also want to do advanced calisthenics freestyle skills, the planche, the front lever, the one-arm handstand. And then I want to be able to run a marathon sub 3 hours. And I want to be able to run a 5K sub 20 minutes. And then I want to be flexible. I want to be able to drop down into a side split or a middle split, wherever. Just no warm-up, just boom, do it. Is that too much to ask? And then I also want to look like a bodybuilder. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. I think you can do it all. But the question is, is it the right approach to try to do everything at once, or should you learn one thing at a time? So should I spend 1 year, no mobility, no flexibility, no running, and just train calisthenic skills, just learning the statics? Because if I were to do nothing, if my training would contain nothing else than a planche and front lever and one arm handstand, do you realize how fast you would actually learn those skills? Because you could train with an insane amount of volume. But I'm training so much other stuff that I can't have the volume of those skills that high. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go into work right now, and I'm gonna try to walk as much as possible during work, just to get my metabolic rate up, and then see you tomorrow.